An inspiring story of courage and true friendship. Once upon a time, deep in the heart of a lush green forest, there lived an unlikely pair of friends. A graceful white dove with soft feathers that shimmered like pearls, and a lively little rabbit with fur as fluffy as clouds. They were inseparable and spent their days playing in the meadow, foraging for berries and marveling at the wonders of the world. One sunny morning, as they rested under a tall oak tree, the rabbit said, "Dove, have you ever wondered what lies beyond this forest? I've heard there are rolling hills, sparkling rivers, and even magical places where the grass turns golden." The dove flapped her wings excitedly and replied, "Oh, rabbit, I've always dreamed of flying over lands I've never seen. Let's go explore together and see what adventures await us." And so, with hearts full of curiosity and a pouch of berries packed by the rabbit, they set off on their journey. They travelled far that day, through winding paths and fields of wildflowers. By sunset, they found a cozy spot near an old tree stump to rest for the night. The dove perched on a low-hanging branch, while the rabbit nestled in a bed of soft leaves at the base of the tree. As the stars filled the sky, the rabbit whispered, "Good night, dove. Tomorrow will be another day full of wonders." "And good night to you, rabbit," the dove replied. "May we both dream of the adventures that await." At dawn, the dove woke up to the golden light of the rising sun. As her nature compelled her, she stretched her wings and began cooing a soft morning song. But unbeknownst to her, a fox was lurking in the shadows nearby. The fox, with his sleek red coat and sharp, cunning eyes, pricked up his ears at the sound of the dove's melody. His stomach growled, and he licked his lips. "A plump dove for breakfast," he thought. "And perhaps that rabbit as well. What a feast this will be." The fox approached the tree stump slowly, his movements silent as the wind. When he was close enough, he called out in his smoothest, most polite voice, "Good morning, my dear dove. What a beautiful song you're singing. It brightens the forest like the morning sun. I must say, you have the loveliest voice I have ever heard." The dove, startled by the sudden voice, stopped her cooing and looked down. "Oh, hello there, fox," she replied cautiously. The fox continued, "Why are you up in that tree? You must come down and join me. A creature as graceful and kind as you shouldn't sit up there all alone. I would be honored to share my morning meal with you." Now, the dove had heard tales of the fox from other birds. She knew he was clever and often used sweet words to trick his prey. She decided to play along and said, "Why, thank you, fox. You are very kind, but I must tell you, I have a loyal companion who always helps me when I need it. He's resting just below the tree. Let me wake him up, and he can open the door to the best berries I've gathered for my friends." The fox's eyes gleamed with greed. 2 meals instead of 1, he thought. How fortunate I am. He padded around to the base of the tree, eager to find this supposed companion. But as soon as he reached the rabbit's bed of leaves, the little rabbit leapt up, his strong legs ready to defend his friend. "Get away, fox!" the rabbit shouted, his voice fierce and full of courage. "You won't harm the dove, nor will you harm me." The fox, startled by the rabbit's sudden bravery, hesitated. He hadn't expected such a bold response, but his hunger pushed him forward. "Ah, my dear rabbit," he said slyly, "I mean no harm. I simply wanted to greet you and share a meal. Surely there's no need for such hostility." The rabbit narrowed his eyes. "I've heard about your tricks, fox. You're not welcome here. Leave now before you regret it." Just then, the dove flapped down from her perch, her wings wide and majestic. She hovered above the fox and called out, "Fox, you may be cunning, but you cannot break the bond of true friendship. Leave now, or you will face us both." The fox realized he was outmatched. A swift rabbit and a flying dove would not make an easy meal. He backed away slowly, muttering under his breath, "Next time, I won't be so kind." As the fox slinked away into the forest, the rabbit turned to the dove and said, "Thank you for standing by me, dove. Together, we can face anything." "And thank you for your bravery, rabbit," the dove replied. "Our friendship is stronger than any trick the fox can play." From that day on, the dove and the rabbit continued their journey, wiser and more united than ever. They explored new lands, always looking out for each other and remembering the lesson they had learned. True friendship is a force that no amount of cunning can